fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. My people, I am here today once more for us to continue with our Biafra liberation. We have just, declared Biafra on the 29th of November 2024. So the journey have just started. My people, Biafra has been declared and there is no going back. Wonderful Biafrans all over the world, I am inviting my genuine Biafrans to come and join me for us to share the ideas and the knowledge of how we have to move towards our religion and our politics, everything that touches and concerns Biafra. This platform, my fellow Biafrans, is one of the Breji platforms where we preach only Biafra's interest and nothing else. We do not preach hate because we are not haters. We do not preach violence either because we are not violent people. So my Biafran brothers and sisters, wherever you are, join me so that we will continue. Every day we have one thing or the other to discuss. And that is how a new government works for the progress of their nation. Before I continue, my wonderful people, you could see the picture of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the background. He was the one that brought us together, and he taught us how to give thanks to God before everything, because God is the creator, the owner of the world. We have to give reverence and honor to God. Wonderful and merciful God, the creator of heaven and earth, I glorify your name, I adore you. Father, Lord, we cannot do anything without you. I give you thanks and praise. Father, Lord, on bended knees and in your infinite mercy, release my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Father, Lord, because what you cannot do does not exist, I also ask you, my Lord, to bless every Biafran wherever they are and give them the wisdom, the ability to continue working hard together as one people with one mind to get our Biafra liberated and recognized all over the world. He say, wonderful people, lovers of freedom, my people, you know what we are doing. It looks easy, but it's not very easy, because what we are doing, media, is to talk to people convincingly of whatever your topic is or whatever you are addressing is. We need to convince the people that this is what we want and we are going for it. Sometimes you may plan what to say and you could come out here and you will totally forget, because as a human, we are susceptible to mistakes and corrections. Today, I am talking about the freedom of Biafra and the politics around it. That's the same topic that my wonderful Biafrans on the space has as their topical issue today. We all know that our PM is answering questions and is being investigated. He was not even there during the declaration of Biafra, but Biafrans went ahead and declared, meaning that we are doing this in group. We are doing it totally as a government right now after the declaration. I know that the declaration of Biafra is not what Nigerians want to accept. Nigerians, and suddenly Nigeria turned into something else. Nigeria became the Golgotha that kills its citizens. Nigeria became a very hot ground, and so many people are running away from Nigeria. But this has been ongoing since 1952, when Sardauna of Sokoto went to the United Kingdom. And the journalist was interviewing him, "Why do you hate the Igbos?" And he started enumerating them. Just to tell you people that these marauders, the Fulanis, who want to rule Nigeria forever under the command or under the legacy of Usman Dan Fodio, their father, the Islamists who want to Islamize everyone. So my people, this is it. It is always good as Biafrans for you to know where you are coming from, where you are going to, and what you want to do there when you get there. First of all, you have to plan your journey. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, worked with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, was asking for 100 men, our Prime Minister offered our leader that he will find 50 men in him, that he should go and look for 50 men. My people, our PM set out to show our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he is 50 men, that you can actually find that 50 men in him and many more. And it all began when the saboteurs in the midst of Biafra liberation fight sabotaged Onyendu and sold him. Onyendu nevertheless gave them instruction of what to do, but they never listened. They never did it. He said to them, "Allow Simon Ekpa to be the one broadcasting on Radio Biafra." Those who sold Onyendu to Nigeria government refused. And our Prime Minister, he came and motioned all of us to remain calm, that we will take our time to process our journey to this freedom. We casted vote on the 28th of February 2021. So we all continued. We voted the what's their name again? The DOS. We voted them out. And PM promised them that it won't be long before their name will not be heard anymore. My people, it did happen as our Prime Minister predicted, even to the extent that some of the people that were supporting the DOS started switching camp and came to our PM. Hello, Amy Best, wonderful brother. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. So, when Onyendu was kidnapped, PM took over after we voted for DOS to exit the camp of the government. They left. Nelly came with Nsima and tried. PM allowed them just to watch them and know what they are up to. And when their time came, PM showed them the way and they exited. Gradually, we got to where we are today. Finally, we declared Biafra Republic Government in Exile on the 29th of November, not knowing that there is another Ejiofor and DOS in our midst. And she reared her ugly head. And now the story of the DOS is repeating itself. But you know what, my people? We are now a government. Biafra is now a government. There was this lady on the space talking about group, and my people were correcting her, reminding her that we are now a government. Biafra is the government and should be addressed as such. We are not a group. We may have been group some years back, but now we have our government redeclared after the declaration of Ojukwu. We also have a prime minister duly elected. Some people call him self-acclaimed. He is not self-acclaimed. He was elected by Biafrans under the 40 United States of Biafra. So we have a government, we have a law, or we have our own law, all enshrined in our charter, which is our law. And that law remains the guiding principle. Wherever you are listening from, just listen carefully. Because, we Africans, we always rush into something without sitting down, listening properly and carefully, and being able to analyze, evaluate, and digest what someone says. We are always in a hurry. Why don't we take time for once and pause and listen to what somebody has said? Then you will know how it can benefit you or how it may not benefit you. Hello, Chiamaka Ayob. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. So, my people, we are Biafrans, and Biafra is now a government. I know that Nigeria, as a country that doesn't know themselves, they allow foreigners to rule them. Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. He is from Gambia. Kashim Shettima is not a Nigerian, is not a Biafran, is not a Yoruba man. He is from Sahel. All the people ruling Nigeria, they are not Nigerians. Neither are they Biafrans, nor Oduduwans. But you know what? They are capable of destroying you people, because those who have interest in what we Biafrans have will not allow them to work without destroying Biafrans. And we have said enough is enough. Biafrans are no longer going to tolerate all that. We have government and the prime minister who is now undergoing interrogation in Finland, where he is also a citizen, my people. Yes. So, whatever goes on in Nigeria is entirely their business. If I have the video of that video of Usman Danfodio, Amadou Bello, I will play it here so that you people will hear him talk. And you will hear what an Hausa girl said. Because that girl is speaking as if they no longer want the presence of Fulani in the north. I hope I have the video. I will play it. Nigeria does not obey any law. But what is going on now in Nigeria is that they want to institute Sharia law all over the country. There's a video as well where a lady from Edo is denying that they will never accept that. But we Biafrans, we have left Nigeria. Nigeria does not know what it is to have government in exile. That's why it is taking them time to appreciate Biafrans as a government, or that we have government. We are now a government in exile because it is legal to do that. It is legal for a nation that feels oppressed from the nation they are trying to leave to have their government in exile. Example that I will always give. When Hitler was fighting all the European nations, Charles de Gaulle ran to United Kingdom and established his own government in exile, and it was accepted, and so many more countries like that. So I do not see why our own government in exile will not stand. I do not even understand why Finland authorities will be questioning our prime minister, because Finland once fought their independence from USSR. Or is it because we are blacks or Africans? I'm not trying to employ racial or racism here, but why would any other Western world fight their freedom from exile, and an African man will not be allowed to fight for their freedom from exile? So for those one Nigerianists who do not understand, government in exile is legal, and so many other countries in the past have used it and is still going to use it. Now we are government in exile, and there is nothing wrong with it. I can assure you people that we have crossed the Rubicon. We have done everything that is needed. The only thing remaining for Biafrans is that Nigerian terrorist groups are encroaching in our land. They do not want to leave us alone. And we know where all this, where they are all coming from.
But I told him.
Then we are asking them, sorry about that, my people, is just the voice on the... Yes. Wonderful Biafrans. There is something that our Prime Minister said in this video you are watching here that I would like us to listen to. Before I go ahead, let me play it. Then I will talk.
Some people came out, they say all they want to do is to see Samanepa go down. Now once Samanepa go down, every other person that follows him go down. That is the mentality of those Nigerians who thought that when they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything goes down. They failed. Nobody is going to be permanent in...
Yes, our PM says that's the mentality of those Nigerians who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They thought that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is kidnapped, that there will be nothing like Biafra again. But they failed. Just like when they thought that if they pay Finland $1 billion US, that Biafra will not come. They will keep losing their money, because that money Nigeria is using to pay for whatever they are paying. You know that now the Miati Allah group are claiming that they paid Kenya $1 billion, that the governors of the Southeast must give it to them before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. I don't know whether some of you have heard that. I heard it on Twitter. One of the Mieti Allahs was saying it. I heard them say that. Hello, Select. Thank you for joining. My people, remember to click the like button to invite other Biafrans who will be interested in what we are doing. I am saying it again. Anyone that knows that they don't like what I'm saying in my platform, we are freedom fighters. Please do not stop. Do not make comments. We don't need your comments. We are good. If you know that you want to listen to what I'm saying, you are welcome. But any negative comments here will not be tolerated. So, my people, our PM said that they thought that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is kidnapped, Biafra will be gone, but they failed. When our PM was invited for interrogation, they thought that Biafra will not be declared. But Biafra was declared by Biafrans. Hello, Obiageri, thank you for joining. Yes, we are moving. We are progressing. Exactly. We are moving because we must move. That's what our PM said here, that they thought that if they want to bring him down, that will stop Biafra. No, that can never stop Biafra. Biafra is not just a spirit. Biafra is an ideology. Biafra is a nation that God wants to use to change Africa. Anytime that you hear that Biafra is established properly and completely in homeland, you know that the Star of David at the center of our flag is going to shine for Africa to see light, because everywhere is dark. All the leaders, apart from Traore and the rest, the young leaders, all these old leaders are Malus. Oyibo man servant, that's what they are. That's why we have that darkness in Africa. So our prime minister, who promised Onyendu that he will find 50 men in him, he did everything he possibly could. There is nothing left for our PM to do in order to establish a government, a nation. He has done it all. Only for a woman who is from Nigeria People's Club to come and destroy everything, but she failed. She can never destroy Biafra because we are from God. We are genuine children of God. We are loved by God, and God is working with us. So let me continue playing this video to hear what our PM has to tell us.
Everything goes down. Nobody is going to be permanent until Biafra come.
Have you heard it? Nobody is going to be permanent. And I believe that what our Prime Minister means by that saying, he is referring to the ones who want to lead. Onyendu is not there now, but he will soon be back. Our Prime Minister himself is not there. And Biafra is still moving, progressing. As my sister Obiageri said, we are moving, we are progressing. So Ngozi has now reared her head to show that she wants power. And she's not going to be permanent in that position where she has found herself. She will not. PM said it here that nobody is going to be permanent till this struggle comes.
Permanent in this particular liberation until Biafra come. You may be down. They failed. Nobody permanent in this particular liberation until Biafra come. You may be part of us today, tomorrow you are out without knowing it.
Exactly. So my people, you have all heard it. You may be part of us today, tomorrow, and you are out. So Ngozi has been part of us, no doubt, because she was PM's secretary. And definitely she is out. Because, in fact, the good thing about the whole thing is that she took herself out. She took herself out, and we are not crying for her exit. We are happy that she has taken herself out, and that place where she is where she will remain. Now, my people, the other day we had our PM's legal representative by name Mariam. Let me find the video of that lady so that we can discuss what she came to tell us and what she has for our people. Let me find the video. Wonderful Biafrans. You see, as I said at the beginning of this, when you are going to do something, you have to sit down, talk to yourself about what you want to do, how you are going to do it. When you get there, what are we going to do? So we are at it.
Possible, he can now speak directly to Biafran people. That is why I am there doing this job. And next Friday, I'm going there again to ask his mind and continue being his message deliverer. And I believe I am justification, not that I am a lawyer, but I have been married with that person for 7 good years and taking since the day the son was born. So I have some capacity messages. That is my message I want to deliver. Thank you.
Thank you.
So my people, as you are watching now, I want to play this video in full so that you will hear where we started.
His work. It is like
we mourn our heroes past, we celebrate them, and we continue to fight on to see that the United States of Biafra is fully liberated. I welcome all of you.
Hello, Diane.
To this
Thank you so much for joining.
Emergency press briefing from the APM of BRGIE and the attorney, Marianne, of our BRGIE APM, and the Minister of CRC, Minister Emma. I salute all Biafrans who have keyed in. Please, the journalists and the media houses do report verbatim to verbatim from this press briefing. Do not subtract and do not add from what we did not say, as I leave the mic to the APM to introduce the guest. APM, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sonny Akbarara. And first and foremost, I salute our leader in the person of Odumodu Buju. I salute our leader, Philip Efio. I salute our leader, Mazin Namdekan. I also salute our Prime Minister, which right now both our leader, Mazin Namdekan, and our Prime Minister, they are answering questions in the course of what they believe, that the freedom of Biafra. In the case of our leader, Mazin Namdekan, he was kidnapped against his wish from Kenya to Nigeria. And they thought,
hello, Jude. Thank you for joining. We are here to analyze the conference we had the other day with our Prime Minister's lawyer.
this country is always a terrorist country. And we know that one day, based on what we are doing and our action, he will surely be free. And our Prime Minister, Moses Simon Ekpa, based on our action and our resolution, he as well will get justice and be free. I greet every Biafran that have keyed in today, the Biafra Republic Government in exile, all the cabinet members, you are all welcome. Salute you all, the rep and admin, and all meaningful Biafrans, both our allies, our enemies. We salute you all, especially our enemies. We believe that the truth will prevail, and that will touch your heart. In turn, you will be doing the right thing, because truth will always win. I have our attorney, Mariam, here with us, and I have the privilege when we went to Finland for the liberation of Biafra to visit her more than once. I have the opportunity to visit our Prime Minister office and her office as well. She has been a well meaningful Biafra supporter. She is so grounded. She knows the history of Biafra. She knows what the Biafran people are going through. And she stands with Biafra. And she knows what freedom is all about. Mariam, we appreciate you. We appreciate all you're doing. We always talk once a while, and you're well familiar with the cause of Biafra, and you know the freedom that we are fighting for. Last week, we had the opportunity to hear her voice, because we've been hearing Mariam, even Ngozi Orabeze, she has mentioned about our Prime Minister, civil attorney, of which the Biafran people will have the privilege to see her today and to hear her directly today. Because last week, when I called her for her to talk to Biafra, she would inform that audio or that phone call. Some of them are doubting it, some are saying it's recorded, they do not believe it. I believe that the former European rep Uche Obi will remember who Mariam is, and also hear the voice and know that's Mariam. And Ngozi Orabeze, I believe she hasn't had the opportunity to see Mariam in person, but she knows the voice. She knows who Mariam is. Last time she was debunking that the message is not from Mariam, that Mariam, our civil attorney, Prime Minister, is not the one on that call. Mariam, you are welcome, and thank you very much for all you're doing. Please come talk to Biafran people, and if you can deliver the message that you are asked to deliver to Biafran people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ogechukwu. I really appreciate this possibility to see you guys online like this, and I appreciate the time you have given me to deliver this important message. And to those who have not met me before and known me before, I present myself. I am a graduated attorney from Finnish University, and I have been practicing law for 25 years now here in Finland and in Scandinavian countries. And I have taken oath as a lawyer, which means that I should be truthful in every instance I perform and present my cases and my issues. So I am kind of under oath speaking when I represent my client, Mr. Simon Ekpa, who I have been representing for years. and also been in good cooperation with him for years, and now representing him within his civil cases, which don't even have anything to do with this Briggy issue self, but as his civil lawyer, I can deliver oral messages and written messages from him to the Biafran people he wants me to deliver. And that is why I have to be as truthful and as straightforward as I would be witnessing in court. So what I say are straight words from Mr. Simon's mouth. So they are not my own invention or nobody else's. And I speak exactly word by word what I have heard. And to begin with, why we are here because Simon wants us to be here like this, how we are.
Raphael, do yourself a favor and leave this platform, please. All right? Do yourself a very good favor and leave this platform.
Simon's straight orders when I personally went to the prison last Friday to meet him. I spent 3.5 hours within sound restricted area talking privately, me and him, so he could speak his heart out without being even afraid that any person would listen to it. So it was like attorney-client privileged talk. And he
have you heard it? You know, when you have a client and you are working in your legal capacity as a legal representative and your client is under interrogation, any discussion you are holding with your client is called privileged information. No one has right or power to challenge what you people are doing. Once a room is given to you and your client, if you people find out that that room is bugged, you can sue whoever did that. So this, she said it here now, that she has privilege to speak to her client. And her client, which is our PM, they spend 3 hours so that PM will be able to give her all the information that he wants his legal representative to present to Biafrans.
Very clear to me that what he wants now in this situation is that every single one of Biafrans fall back to the original structure of Biafran government in exile, as it was when Simon left the government. And that is the message I delivered then, and that is the message I deliver now. So this Briggy that is performed and that is presented in the original web page of Briggy should be the construction for everybody to follow. And
yes, she's saying that Briggy, which is Biafra Republic Government in Exile, is the platform that the PM instructed her that everybody should fall back on. Everybody should fall back on. So for those of you who are with Ngozi or Abueze, should fall back on Biafra Republic Government in Exile, where you have our Assistant Prime Minister, Mr. Ogenkere, deputizing now that our PM is not around. And definitely Prime Minister knows that Biafra government in exile under, or CRC under Biafra government in exile, have conducted an election as a government that it is and elected Mr. Ogenkere to step in while Prime Minister is away. And this woman brought us message of good hope.
Simon has now given the leadership to Mr. Ogetsugu Gere, because there must be a leader acting when Simon Ekpa is away himself and cannot do his work. It is like a country needs vice president to be president time to time when situation requires. So I have heard some like disrupting voices and the voices have told me that now since Mr. Ogetsugu was not in the original structure prime minister, how can he be that now? I specifically went again to Simon and clarified it very, very bottom through that Simon wants the original structure to be as it is now, especially Mr. Ogetsugu covering for him now until further notice. So there is no absolute unclear matter about who is now leading the government on Simon's behalf, and within full support and full consent and full agreeing with Simon. So it would be good to say now that that if I speak using Simon's words, Mr. Ogetsugu acts now doing Simon's actions.
Do you people know why I'm doing this? I know that most of you must have heard it, especially those who live in diaspora. I'm doing this because some people are still calling this fake and hoax. Some people are still referring it as that we are deceitful. Some people are going to be deceived, especially those in homeland. Those in homeland, please, when you come across this video, PM has now endorsed Mr. Ogenkere to assist while he is away. Now, my people, PM was not PM Raphael, before I block you, just take your leave. I know you are a Fulani. Raphael praise Fulani man. I block you right now. You can never make a comment here. Fulani, look at your face. Get out. You are the ones destroying the whole of the zoo nation and Biafra land. Get out. You can't distract me. So Biafrans, we are doing this so that no one will be deceived, or no one will say, I do not understand, or I did not hear clearly. Because this lady is not from an English-speaking country. Finland does not speak English. She's even trying so much. They speak like Russian people, and Russia does not speak English. So you don't expect her to be a fantastic or have a fantastic English accent. No, English is not her first language. She studied in Finnish, and she speaks like someone from Finland. So you have to accept and tolerate however she is speaking.
Because of course, it is vice versa. I of course report back to Simon what is going on. So he is in that way approving every step you people take here now in this construction and organized in this way you are organized now. So, and Simon's great wish and hope is that people of Biafra should now unite more than ever, because he says he don't want to give outside world this kind of picture that now when Biafra is declared, the independence was declared in Lahti, here Finland. He don't want that outsiders get the picture that Biafrans cannot even govern themselves, because some...
Did you hear that, my people? She said that PM told her that he does not want the world to perceive that Biafrans cannot govern themselves by allowing ourselves to be, disintegrated in any way. Yeah, Ejike Jonas, he said, please, madam, we Biafrans have chosen whom to follow. So what are you doing here? Why are you then following me? Yes, let me tell you this. I don't want to use a certain language or deviate from what we are doing. I know what you people are doing. I understand it. Unfortunately for you people, you have no grounds, no basis. Because if it is what I'm suspecting, you people have said it openly before, that instead of Simon, the Abakaliki man, to bring Biafra, unfortunately for you and Ngozi, you people have failed. The government, Biafra Republic government in exile, that PM from the Abakaliki set up is what is working. The defense is with BRGIE. The finance is with BRGIE, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. So you and Ngozi have failed. Let her go and create her own and leave the Abakaliki man with his own. That's why Yakubu Gowon told you people that if he had known that he can use a Biafra man or an Igbo man to fight them, that he wouldn't have gone to war. That's what you people are displaying. How can you not call Ngozi your sister a saboteur? Somebody who was working with somebody about 2 months ago, pretending to be working with him. Suddenly she wants to destroy everything that person did. You have exposed yourself to the world that you and Ngozi are bad people to work with. So go ahead with her and get out from my platform. Even your brother, the one in South Africa, he said that instead Simon Ekpa will bring Biafra. Let Biafra not come. I can give you another example. When you are in the football field, you all know your team, and you want to play from the beginning of the other end of the goalpost to the other end to score, you will definitely not get there. But when you play and you look at your team and roll the ball to your team, you people can make a very successful achievement. This is 21st century, and you people are still fighting because this person is from my tribe, or this person is from my state, or the other one is not from my state. I'm not an Abakaliki person, but Onyendu said, whoever will get Biafra, let the person go ahead. When Onyendu was calling for 100 men, he never specified that it is only people from Afaruku that must be that 100 men. I now get what you people are doing, but I know that is not everybody from Ngozi State that agrees with what she is doing. Unfortunately, Ngozi na-eji agha mana ọ gba aka. Ojiro mma agha at all. We've got it all. We Biafrans, under the BRGIE, we've got it all. You people, you have nothing. You are fighting without equipment, but you are great fighters. Kudos for your effort.
He goes reckless and forms some new entity. The main Biafrans don't even support. So that kind of action is reckless and harming Biafra and harming the cause of independence and making Biafran people look like they are not, they don't show statesmanship or statewomanship in this matter. So Simon's definite, I can even say definite command is that everybody should fall back, no matter what has happened before. Forget.
Yes. Roslyn, my wonderful sister, thank you so much. She said, greetings, our own beautiful Miss Betty. Thanks for all you are doing for our nation, Biafra. God is your strength. Thank you so much, my darling sister. You see, all these people who are coming here to talk about Ngozi, those are the people who say that instead of Simon Ekpa to bring Biafra, let Biafra not come. Go and see today on the internet, everybody in the zoo, they are all crying that they don't want Sharia, but they are forcing them to take it. They are forcing them. And I know that it won't be long when Biafra will be established that all of you will be rushing to come and become citizen of Biafra. Because for Sharia to be in Biafra is the last thing that will ever happen in this century. It can never happen. That's the last thing that will happen in this universe. They can never bring their Sharia close to Biafra land. So for those of you who are here talking about your Dr. Ngozi, go ahead. Biafra, we are not jihadists. We are not fighting anybody to be with us. You have freedom to wherever you want to be, to say whatever you want to say, but do not come to this platform because I will block you. This platform is for Biafra Republic and those who believe in it.
Back and fall back to the original government, to the original structure, which is now under Mr. Okechukungere. And every loyal Biafran should know in his heart that Simon is right in this, because no state can prevail if the state is divided to two. We know that from history, we know that from the present day. So that is not even Simon's wish. This is Simon's command. People should now take very seriously. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, Maria, our PM attorney, Biafran people, we are well educated and enlightened. I just wanted to touch light on now that we know we have the Biafra Republic government in exile, which is the original structure, and they still remain the legitimate government. And the breakaway group, or I call them the breakaway people group that Ngozi Orabeze took with some Biafrans that are not well enlightened about what is going on. Can you please tell the Biafran people what message did our Prime Minister have for Madam Ngozi Orabeze, and the message of last week and the message of just 2 days ago? Please, the Biafran people really need to know this so that they can clarify their mind, so we can clarify them, because some of them are still doubting if that's what he said. to Madam Ngozi. Thank you.
Thank you. To begin with, Simon wants to thank you, Madam Ngozi Orabuese, for her fine work till now. But now, situation is very much different than Simon suspected it would be a couple of months back when we think what has happened. Now, the true fact that Madam Ngozi Orabuese went and formed and registered new government, that is totally against Simon's wish and command. Simon never wanted thing like this to happen, and Simon is not backing up this kind of action. Vice versa, Simon specifically and explicitly tells everybody who has a loyal heart to him and original Biafran government and the original cause to fall back to the original structure, never mind what the person has done or if there is some quarrel between individual persons. Everybody should leave that aside now, and Simon kind of understand that those people now in the different camp, they have been misled, so it is not their fault, because there is so much in.
Yes, you have to understand what she's saying. She said that some people have been misled, that PM is saying that there is no how you can go and form another government and mislead people. We all live abroad. If you go to Nigerian embassy, you will see so many people wanting to leave Nigeria, running away. So when they run away, they will live abroad. And you can never see any nation that has two governments. You have one nation, one government, ruling the people. Those of you that are rushing to Ngozi, it's unfortunate that you are going to fight a war without war equipment. So you have no choice to come back. Coming back is your only option to Biafra Republic government in exile. We are fighting for our liberation, and we have the mechanism, all it takes, everything to fight for our freedom. You people are fighting for freedom using the PM's name, the person you said that instead of him to bring Biafra, let Biafra not come. All the, what is it called? All the infrastructure that he has laid down for our government, that's what you are using. You will be using his name. But he has told you people through his lawyer where you should go to under APM Nkere, our Assistant Prime Minister. If you do not want, forget Biafra. When Biafra comes, you will apply for visa to enter Biafra, period. It is Biafra or nothing. So for those of you who are pursuing the shadow, leaving the object, come back now when it is not too late, because you are going to face punishment when it starts, because Biafra government is still warming up. If you think that there won't be punishment for what has happened, you can think again. Biafra is not going to be like Nigeria. No matter, even if you are a judge in a court and your son commits an offense, your son will be charged to the same court. Biafra is going to be a very strict but straight government. There will be punishment for every offense committed. So my people,
going on, even me, I know that the information is not right and correct information, and it is not. the thing is that we cannot like go with detail to everything that is fussing in media now. But the main thing is that Madam Gauzy should concentrate to that work she did before the whole thing happened, and continue her fine work, and leave dissolve totally the new cabinet. The new cabinet is not legitimate. And
have you heard it? Hello, my wonderful Obaino. He says that Ngozi should completely go back to what she was doing before PM left, which is secretary to the APM now, or she will be penalized. Yes, dividing Biafra citizens into two will not serve anything good to her, because she will be penalized. That is treason. When you are attacking a government, you will be sued. And if anyone thinks that Ngozi has done it, let me try. Do not try, because Biafra government is still warming up. They are warming up. We are not Nigeria. We can't act and behave like Nigeria. If you commit any offense in Biafra, you will be punished. My brother Obino said, do not mind them. They thought Biafra freedom is like supporting Chelsea or Man U. Are you hearing me now? Sorry. Are you hearing me now? Please confirm. Sorry about that. I apologize. Wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. We are home and dry. Nothing can stop us. No one can stop us. We are big as a nation, and we are good to go. We have everything it takes for a nation. Therefore, do not be deceived by anyone. My people call it Ogbaka Achonye Jiegbe. Thank you so much, Obaino. Ndị be anyị si na Ogbaka Achonye Jiegbe. Ngozi Gbaka. O nwere ife ọ ga-ejide. This woman here has said it all. O nwere any country in this world with two governments in one nation. You can't have it. And why we are called a nation is because we are very close to each other. You don't have to go through a boundary to reach another Biafra nation. We are very close. When you see the zoo, what they are doing, they don't believe in themselves. That's why they don't obey the law. And that is why they are still holding Onyendu. You can never see that in Biafra land when Biafra comes. We have law. We obey it. We comply with the rules of our law. That's why Biafrans regrouped, declared their nation. Now, we waited to see if they will release our prime minister. And Biafrans went to work again and applied the rule of law and elected our APM in accordance with our rule of law. We can never say or do or copy anything Nigeria. Never. We cannot.
It has not the support of PM self, and furthermore, there has not legal action. This old government and form, because everybody with the right mind knows that a state cannot have two governments. Another one is rebel and another one is original. Like in same matter, there cannot be two truths. Either one thing is true and one thing is false. So it is quite simple in this, even though I might sound very harsh and rude when I say this, but this rebellious camp should fall back to the original structure, and all personal differences between people should be buried. Everybody should bury their hatchet and submit themselves like good citizens. Officers should submit their leader. As in army, people in army obey their chief and their officers. So in this issue too, even state organs and state officers must obey their PM, and the people the PM put to action on his behalf, and who the PM gave the power to govern meanwhile he is away. So it might this matter has now formed has come to a form that I see that there is only like personal struggle of power going on. That there is now a mentality that doesn't count Biafran good and Biafran best. This is a matter of searching and acquiring personal power. And it should be vice versa, since everybody should submit and leave their own interests to backside and just do what is good for the cause.
Yes, my people, you all know what she is talking about. Thank you, Obiageli. Hello, Great the Great. Thank you so much for joining us. My people, I know that many people have seen this video before, but analytically, I am just here for us to think about it. If you look on the screen, you will see the full text of the message that this lady sent to Ngozi. But she brought half of it and showed to people. And that half, when it was shown on the screen, she said, no, this is not the full text of my message to her. Now she's telling Biafrans that that group are rebellious because PM has actually told her to go and tell that group to remain with the government. They are group, we are government. We cannot operate like the zoo. If you are a genuine Biafran, if you are a true Biafran, you will understand that we are fighting for freedom. We want to liberate ourselves from these marauders from North Africa. They are from North Africa. They are neither Hausa nor Nigeria. nor Biafra, nor Oduduwa. No. So they can always use your oil money to buy anybody over. You know, all these countries, when you ask an American what he wants, he will tell you he wants interest of his nation. If you ask an American to sabotage American government, he will report you to the authorities. He will never. They don't do that. But in Biafra land, you will allow yourselves to be used against your own brother. And what my suggestion is, and I will make sure that it happens. I will make sure that it happens when Biafra comes, because this woman read out here some of the comments that people were making the day she came to give and deliver this message from our PM. She was reading about people who was asking her what she wants from Biafra. And she replied to them, your question should be, what do I want for Biafrans, not from Biafra. She does not need anything from you. It's only some of you illiterates that will insult your lobbyists, insult the person representing the man you pretend and claim deceitfully that you call Obatobie, Udua community, this and that. And you will be insulting the woman because you lack knowledge. You lack academic knowledge. You lack wisdom. For that reason, Biafra will make sure that when our government starts running smoothly in the homeland, because it cannot continue in exile forever. And that is what some of you are trying to do. Hello, my big bros, BMO, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. When Biafra comes, there must be a compulsory, yes, very compulsory education for every Biafran child. No more rushing to go and learn how to trade, ignoring your basic academic background, so that you will know what you need in life, what you should be thinking of, and if you want to write or want to make a statement or sentence, how to make it correctly. Compulsory education for every Biafran child when Biafra comes. I will advocate for that. Because some of you that were making comments, you don't know that this woman is a lawyer. She's smart. A lawyer can be looking at you or listening to you, and they will tell you who you are, because that's the way they are trained. If you are a lawyer and somebody comes to your chamber to give you an instruction, the lawyer will give you audience so that you will talk and say your mind. That lawyer will tell you sincerely how that thing happened and what you are looking for, whether you have the credible right to proceed in that case. She was reading your comments and she was responding. The fact that she's a woman or whatever, I don't know why those of you were insulting her, but I'm not surprised. That's the same way your madam insulted the Biafra attorney and the Biafra lobbyist, and you are all calling her fake. That APM went and brought her to come and talk to you. Who told you that we need you? We don't need you. I remember what PM said, that everybody who is in this struggle, that is not all of us that will be there till Biafra is achieved. Some will come and they will go. Hello, Ikechukwu, my brother, thank you so much. So some will come and they will go. Because when the children of Israelites were in Egypt, God sent Moses. And Moses took with him Aaron. But when they were going and Moses couldn't make it, who took them there? Joshua. And it's not all of them that set out from Egypt set their foot in Israel, the promised land. The same thing is what PM said in the first video I played. PM said it, that when Onyendu was abducted from Kenya, they thought that Biafra will end. And he resurrected Biafra. And now, before he started, the time we were about to go to Finland to redeclare Biafra, they took him out, thinking that Biafra will not be restored. And that same way will it continue. You can never bring Biafra down. Never. If you are born of a woman and you think that, oh, Nigeria government used the DOS and they succeeded, don't count your egg before they hatch. Because when Biafra comes, all those DOS men, they will be brought to action. Action will be brought against them. You cannot do anything to Biafra and get away with it. We are not Nigeria. Nigeria was not even what we wanted. It was Lord Lugard and Flora Shaw that brought Nigeria. But Biafra is our ancestral, our right. It must surely come, no matter how the enemies try to stop us. Hello, Ayele. Yes, ezigbote ndị achịkọta ekwu ọnụ. They cannot even process common information. Look at this woman. They say to her that she doesn't speak Igbo, she doesn't speak English, that her English is this and that. Somebody representing your PM. She took her time to come here to talk to you people about his privileged information with his client, who is our PM. You people don't appreciate anything. And you say you want Biafra. We know that you are all saboteurs. But you see this Biafra. Nobody, even the Oyibos, akafelu run a Biafra. Because God gave us Biafra. They can't take it. They cannot. Haven't they tried? 1967 to 1970. Is Biafra not here? Nobody can stop it. They can't. Biafra is not just a spirit. It is made by God. Not made in England or made in America or made in Japan. No. Biafra is none of those. It's made by God. And it must stand. No matter how you push Biafra, Biafra will definitely come. Yes, my brother Emmanuel, he says, all the people following Ngozi Orabueze are those that hate PM so much. Yes, because they said that instead of PM to bring Biafra, let Biafra not come. And I was trying to liken it to something unsuspected. Because PM is not from their town or is not from their area. But when Onyendu wanted, Onyendu said, I want 100 men. Onyendu never said they must come from Afaruku. So if that is their reason for fighting PM's well-established government, they have failed on arrival. Where is our Minister of Information? Where is he from? Where is the APM from? Where is our CRC chairman from? We are all Biafrans, joining hand to fight together. If this Biafra is for you people a tribal thing, then you will not get it. Biafra is from God. Whoever is fighting for Biafra is fighting for God. And those of you who came to sabotage because Simon is not from your area, you have failed, because Simon was like captured by the Spirit of God to come and do what he did. We were all one Nigeria, mind you. But when the Spirit of God said that you people are wallowing in ignorance by staying with Nigeria, come out and take the land that I promised your forefathers, it started happening again. Was Rike tried? I will not blame him, because what is happening now was what has been happening even during the time of Ojukwu, Ifajuna, even Zeke. Zeke attempted to sabotage Ojukwu because he wanted to be the president of Biafra. Ojukwu told him, Oga, this thing na meeting, no, you can't fight this battle as you think. Allow us to do the needful. You people don't know all this. It happened. So the same sabotage trade is still going on. They came, and Yuba sabotaged him, took all his commanders and went to the prison and asked him to surrender. That time it was Obasanjo who was ruling. And was Rike. When he saw his commanders, he became weak and he surrendered. Now, our Onyendu, who came out from Wazirike's camp, started Biafra all over again. Took everybody. He even took the illiterate ones, like the one who say he's a more powerful, because he's now selling wire in Ghana. Even the butcher, the one in Kuwait, or is it the one that sold the ESN to the governors that lives in Switzerland? All of them, Onyendu took them, irrespective of their lack of academic background, because Onyendu believed that each of Biafra brought academic thing. They look at now. They never appreciated Onyendu. They sold it with their group. Even educated Ejiofor, educated illiterate. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in what Onyendu was doing. And I can tell you people categorically that Onyendu is not a tribalist. He is not. If you are good in what you are doing, Onyendu will acknowledge you. That's why he said to us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He is bringing a new dimension to this awareness we are making. Go and follow him on his page. Oh, Onyendu is not from Abakaliki, and the PM is not from Afaruku, but they were Biafrans. So my people, we have to learn how to appreciate ourselves. We should all learn how to appreciate ourselves. Let me take this call. Is from the media team. Hello, my minister.
Yeah, that makes it better.
Thank you. I'm on a program.
Yeah, continue your program.
Okay. So, my fellow Biafrans, this is how we are going about this whole thing. We hate ourselves so much, but we know those haters. We know what they are doing in our midst. Nigeria government, the Fulani to be precise, they are paying them so much money, you know, so that they will be able to disorganize us. So are we going online?
No, not now. We get the cabinet meeting by 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. we'll go meeting first. Maybe we'll finish in time and go live.
Okay, thank you.
And Betty, you have to make the cabinet.
Very soon is all. We will talk about it.
Minister Paul, I say I have edited many videos of the PM Saturday interview. So check the formidable media group on the Telegram so that you guys can post them out, push them out, and all that.
Oh, okay. Do you mean I should join the meeting?
Yes, you will join the meeting by 9 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Cabinet meeting, there's cabinet meeting by 9 p.m.
Okay, I'm leaving you now.
In 30 minutes.
Sorry, my people. This is how they call us, and you have to go to work. We have to work for Biafrans. I love my people. I love Biafrans so much. And nobody, not even all these media rats, can stop me from loving my Biafrans. We are wonderful people. They cannot stop us. They can't, because they cannot. God will not allow them to stop us. There's a video I want to play for you people. Let me check if it is here. Then I will play it. Biafra is our religion, and we must preach Biafra. We must preach Biafra. Onye achọrọ ya jee kụọ isi n'osisi, ọhọgọ transformer. Yes. Onye achọrọ ya jee họgọ transformer. Biafra will come. Sorry, my people.
Other stories now, lawyers to the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, says.
Na-ewu adịka nkịta kpọrọ ọkụ, ọ na-akpa proscribed people. Atụrụ ọkwa ndị ofe mmanụ, ọ ga-anọ ebe a na-akpọ proscribed people. Ndị Fulani abịa Fulanize ya na ndị befa ewu. My people, maka onye ndu. Let's talk about it.
His case has turned from the legal or judicial one to a political case. Addressing journalists in Abuja, the lawyers say, despite all the legality that surrounds the arrest and extradite Kanu from Kenya and the futile efforts to use the court to nail him, his continued detention at the Department of State Security Services not predicated on any court order, but an illegal detention. The lawyers say that there is a deliberate effort by the federal government and the judiciary and all determine Nnamdi Kanu's case and appeals on time.
Action of the federal government or renditioning Mazin Nnamdi Kanu triggered the international legal order. In July 2022, the United Nations Human Rights Council came down with a gavel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition, and that it was a violation of all canons of international law to which Nigeria is subject, and it recommended a generous compensation to be paid to him and cessation of prosecution. That was a
cessation of his prosecution. There is no how, my people, Mietiala's leader will be released. And you all know that it is Mietiala group that are sponsoring Boko Haram, and Gumi is the one that imports them, as Shetima formed it. You all know that. Yes, all of them, they are the ones that formed Boko Haram. Their leader was released. But a man who is leading his people to freedom will not be released. So all these errats that jumps from one platform to another, talking trash, they don't think of their leader. What do they want? That's why I believe that those of them who know how to spell Biafra names, they use our names to come here and be writing rubbish. I don't believe they are genuine Biafrans. They will be telling you, oh, Ngozi is our leader, Ngozi is our leader. We chose Ngozi to be our leader. You will know that these are ignorant men who don't see the handwriting on the wall, who do not know what is coming to them. They cannot process information. These people in 1999 or some thereabout changed all the constitution. So whenever you talk, they will refer you to that constitution because they've changed it. And the Southeast governors are there listening to them. Thank you, Josephine. Thank you so much. Yes, our sister said, darkness hates light. So Ngozi represents darkness, and she knows she has already failed. Whatever herself and her bats are doing have failed. Shame on her. Yes. Yes. My brother Emmanuel said most of them are DOS followers. Yes, because DOS are Nigeria, one Nigeria. One Nigeria. And most of these DOS, they live abroad. So when you are supporting Nigeria to defeat Biafra, and if they defeat Biafra, definitely your people will be covering their head against their will or against their wish, and they will be become Muslim, whether they like it or not, because most Islamic religious people, they will fight you and force you. That's what they call jihad. Fight. They will use weapon on you. Everything they have, they are using it. That's why they don't want to release Onyendu. They want to Islamize. They want to Fulanize. Oyibo want gas. Oyibo want oil. So we are just at the center. Fulani will kick us from this side. Oyibo will kick us from the other side. So in our gas and our oil without paying for it. Then Fulani take the same advantage. You know how they take the advantage? Because for the oil, Oyibo gebunye for more tank. They were not be able to buy. Ngozi bụ of course ejeti ndị Fulani, because that attack ọ na-asị kere bịa meeli account enwere m ife ime account anwa bụ why a ga-eji meele secretary account. Your director, assuming no company ka a na-run ife a na-enwe company director, nwee deputy company director, nwee manager, secretary ga-anọkọta your COS maka secretary ka ọ bụ to the PM ọ nọkọtazi ọ sị gị bịa meberi akaụntụ ka o wee jenye ndị ziterie ka fa wee malụ ndị anyị na fa na-alụkọ. Unu aghọtaghị ife m na-ekwu? Ndị a bụ ndị nzuzu, ndị eri fache na anyị bụ ndị nzuzu like them. Biafrans are Biafrans. Also kwa ka anyị dị 20 we will get. I'm telling you, as I said, nwa bekee nọ n'akụkụ na-achọ gas na oil ọ ga-ebu free. Onye Fulani tekizie that advantage na-achọ ka o Fulanize ya maka nwere ebe fabi. Fulani dị ka ụsụ bụrụ anụ elu nke faja abụọ anụ anụ. Go Biafra land, a fertile land for them to come and perch. Eweta egbe zu gị n'iru ịmalụ jijiji na-give up your ancestral land to them. That's what they are doing. Oh, ifefa na-eme, and they cannot come to you to destroy what you are doing because they know you will see them and know them. Therefore, they will decide to buy one of your own. Do you people think that the Nigeria government, when they have lost Onyendu's group, DOS, that they will not come to Biafra government in exile? If you think like that, then you are not smart. Of course, they have somebody in our midst, and the person have just shown herself. Just shown herself. And if any name now, they never envisaged it. That's why I know that God is with us. God is with us. Now, Mietiala leader was released. Sunday Igboho, who is fighting for freedom for his people, Oduduwas, with wonderful Professor Yebanji, Igboho has been released since sometimes last year or 2 years ago. But Onyendu is still there. Why? Because these two people now, ndị chọrọ Fulanize anyiwa na ndị chọrọ gas and oil, they want Onyendu to remain there in perpetuity so that Onyendu cannot come with his bright ideas to tell the world about them, what they are doing with us. Continue to listen to this wonderful lawyer.
Ignored by the federal government. 4. It is noteworthy that until 2021, as indicated before, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arraigned. Well, you can say produced a bet secretly through the back door for Honorable Justice Binta Moritara Nyako, who was aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had, the prosecution was aware Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had cancelled record. That's part of the reason why we are saying his detention has turned extrajudicial and is no longer backed by any court order.
Yes.
Another story is now.
His detention is no longer backed by any legal standing because Onyendu, number one is that he was abducted illegally. That's why when they were talking about bringing our PM to Nigeria, I laughed at them. I laughed at them because they cannot do it. It's not possible. We Biafrans, we have our own attorney, and PM has his own attorney. In Europe, you cannot do that. You must follow the rule of law. And all these errats, they don't talk about, hello, my wonderful brother, hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus 2025. Iwu, we must live in mass. Thank you so much for joining. So this very attorney that is representing Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I like the very unique way he makes his presentation. And all these errats talking about Ngozi have forgotten about Onyendu, because they know they are not Biafrans. They are either DOS or Fulani children who can spell Biafra name and use it to come online to attack. But we do not take their attack as anything. Biafra is made by God. We are not Nigeria made in England by Lord Lugard and Flora Shaw. We are not made by man. We were made by God, and Biafra must surely come. No matter how anybody look at it, no matter what anybody says, no matter how much you try to sabotage us, you will not win. Number one is that n'ọbara ụmụ Igbo egbugodulu egbu na ụmụ Biafra niile egbugodulu egbu, we fight you. No matter how you pretend, no matter how you call Obatobie, no matter how you use anything, Obatobie's picture or Onyendu's picture, and you are fake, ọbara ụmụ Igbo na spirit ga-ejide gị, pin ogi down. Look at them, DOS, fake people, and they were being paid salary. How can you be a freedom fighter and you will be expecting salary from who? From who? Especially in the case of Biafra and Nigeria, where nwa bekee chọrọ oil and gas, na-ebunyefe equipment, farmer chọọ Islamization and Fulanization. Isi na ị ga na salary. That's why it did not stand. And they can never stand. But you see this group, Nkam Sonimie, nobody is paying anybody a dime. Even PM, even our APM now, nobody receives a penny. No matter how they try to blackmail us, that is the correct position. You have to fight genuinely for what you want, and the world will see. Okay, now let's see it this way. All these countries that they are rushing to Japan now, run to England, to America, to Japan, to Egypt, to Ghana, to everywhere. My people, did you fight their freedom for them? Why should we wait for them before we fight for our own freedom? They fought for their freedom. So we are obliged, and we must fight for our own freedom, my people. And I've said it, that when Biafra come, I will be one of the biggest advocates that every Biafran child must be educated. You must go to school, at least free education from primary to secondary. Then if you have money, or your parents have money, or you can take state loan to go to university. Compulsory. If your children are not in school, you, the parents, you will pay for it. You will be jailed if you have no genuine excuse why your children will not go to a state school. Compulsorily. Because you can see this educated, illiterate woman calling our lobbyist a criminal. Now they are causing this woman that I have played her voice now, our PM. Educated people don't act like that. You must talk gently, you must talk sensibly, you must talk with point. Something that will benefit you and benefit somebody that will come after you. Thank you, Irene. Irene is saying you should hit the like button. Yes, my people. They said that they will no longer follow me. Ngozi's group of Adadiorama of People's Club of Nigeria. They said that they don't know that I'm a very stupid woman. Ask me what I did to them. Nothing, because I'm saying the truth. You know, when somebody who is not owner of something, you are fighting for that thing, and you say to them, do I break it into two? They will tell you yes, especially if it is glass, because they know that once you put your knife on the glass, it will break it to pieces, and the real owner will lose it. Just like the woman in the Bible. Thank you, Gail. Thank you so much. Gail is also telling you people to click the thumbs up, the like button, so that more Biafrans will come. These people, they don't love us. They are ready to pay your mother 1 billion for her to sabotage you. There is no how anybody will tell me that Nigeria government do not have their eye in Breji government. But that eye has revealed herself. Because I don't know what else Ngozi Orabueze want to create again that PM has not created for our government. I don't know what else. We were still there in Finland on the 2nd of December, and she was busy writing letter to PM's personal assistant to show you somebody who came to redeclare Biafra. She was there writing memo to sack someone that works with PM. They don't love PM. They were all just there paying lip service, calling him Abatebie, Abatebie, Odogu, Udwakomi, this and that. Look at Onyendu. Yesterday, you people were calling him Ohamadike. Ohamadike ndi Igbo. Ohamadike ndi Hausa. The other day, you all sold him and forgotten all about him. Exactly. Wilson, you are correct. Yes. Look at it. When Donald Trump were to be inaugurated, before his inauguration, they wrote Biafra government in exile a card with PM's name, because PM even voted for him before the election. Then PM sweat. Ngozi wants to capitalize on it to give him herself and her brothers and sisters what our PM has worked for with sleepless night. Uruagu told the people that instead PM will bring Biafra, let Biafra not come. So the sister now decided, oh, let me do what my brother told me. You have all failed on arrival. This Biafra, instead Biafra will not come. It will come. As I said, and as I will continue to say, Biafra is made by God. It's not made in England by Flora Shaw and Lord Lugard, who made Nigeria is made in UK. Biafra is not made in UK. No way. We are made by God, and it must come, whether you like it or not. So that's why I brought this news here, where Onyendu's lawyer was stating the current action of Onyendu. Thank you so much. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's another wonderful barrister, he's retired now, called Dele. Let me bring a video that, yes, God bless United States of Biafra. Yes. Let me bring you people the video to hear what he said, because whenever they hear Biafra, they will be so scared and Zoo will be shaking and quaking. Yes. They will be calling each other on phone. Do you see what they are doing now? What are we going to do? How are we going to stop them? Who will we pay? Who should we pay to stop them? Eh? Who is going to stop them? But my people, Biafra is unstoppable. You can never, yes, Mr. Dele Farotimi, that's his name. All hail Biafra. Yes.
If there isn't, I should say, if there aren't validities to the demands of Nnamdi Kanu or his grievances, there will be no current to his words. But clearly speaking the mind and the grievances and the pains of the people. To ignore what he is saying will be stupid. The one who has embraced the use of the language that the Nigerian state understands. But he is not the only person who is aggrieved in Nala Igbo. Killing Nnamdi Kanu today, there are 1,000 waiting to take his place. Because the reality is that he is not speaking to his personal pain. He is speaking to the pains of the people. When you are...
Yes. This very barrister...
If there isn't, I should say, if there aren't validities...
This very barrister, whenever he talks, I listen to him. Because he is a very neutral person. He is like, he knows the illness of Nigeria, and he has an idea of the kind of doctor that can cure Nigeria. That's why I always listen to him. In fact, he could be a pharmacist to prescribe medication that will cure Nigeria. This very man, I have huge respect for him. His professional IQs are very, 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 very good. Hello, my wonderful sister Eukaria. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you. This man always have a very qualitative argument. Nigeria, they are so sick. No diagnosis to the sickness of Nigeria. No diagnosis. In fact, I don't think that there's any hospital on this planet that can cure the disease of Nigeria. Because it's very bad that somebody is ill and they don't know that they are sick, or even to know the extent of their sickness or what they are sick of. Yes, the only little push we need now, I can tell you categorically, my brother Wilson, is funding. And if you look at when Madam Baobao came in, she started attacking Nkere, who is the one, the key holder of our finance. She and her group attack. Come and make account. Come and make account. Do you people know the secret of that account? Unu ma secret account anwa. Ebe ndị na-ebunye anyị ife anyị ji eme ife anyị na-eme. Ebe afafa dị, ebe akaụntụ fa dị, a na-akwụnyere ụfụ ụgwọ. Unu amara na ndị zoo na ọya na-egbufe akarịka. And some of the people they sent, enwere uche. Musa is always telling you that those contributing money, that they will be country to pick them. That's why the first time Obia, 2 people obuse of my attack. That man and the men on ground on Akpa, Nankere, Kobuzo may attack, expose one way from there. Man, the gullibles are they don't understand. Those gullible ones are what are ebe nwanyị afụ na-eje no ife ziri ya ka ọ bịara ime. Obido mebe attack our APM, Mr. Nkere. Ọma onye Nkere bụ Nkere ọ na-arị adị ọ Nkere si aya nụ na di Nkere si arime onwe ife our APM Nkere merie. No, anyị niile na-ebe oge ọbụla ya na ada dị ọra a na-akọ anyị na anyị bụ that n'okwu anyị ada dị ọra si amamife ọ na-akọ onwe ya akọ n'ebe m nọ. But ndị ka nwa, they are too little to distract us. We are very focused. We might be moving slowly, as my brother said, that we need a little push. Oh, that our finance. Kafaziri ya je attack ya, owe kewa the cabinet, kewa Biafrans, ndị a na-atụ ego, okewa pintutu. Onye ọbụla ga na-eyuzu ọgụgụ isie. That is how this whole thing. Ọ dị unu ka ndị jidolu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kpọchie that they are sleeping? No, they are not sleeping. They are still working. Even a reverend sister came and warned that na Nigeria government enwegokwa eye in our cabinet, that PM should be careful. A reverend sister, I don't know whether any one of you here listen to that reverend sister's prophecy. And now it is clear. But nevertheless, we are marching forward. We are moving forward. Onward we move. They can never stop us. Look at our handsome Onyendu, Fajide Kpochie. Unu manandi Biafra na monde maloma. Look at our PM, Fajide Kpochie. Ka Biafra galibia. Nke abasi. Impossible. They can't stop us. So, you can't forget Onyendu. Never. Because Biafra is Onyendu. Onyendu is Biafra. And you can never forget our PM. Oh, very soon, Agenwe ban on this name. Ngozi onye kpozia ya again na media. Unama na onye anwa bro Biafra. But before then, I gana akpafia. I gana akpafia. Onyuchili nsi ụzọ. And the self onyuchili ụzọ. Ọ natabakwa ọ ga-ezute ijiji. Yes. Iji ụzọ jebe afịa. Ịnata ị ga-ezutekwa nsi anwa zutekwa ijiji. Maka okwu ka ọ na-achọ ndị Biafra. Ka ife ọ na-achọ. You are very close to the PM. Is that not enough for you? Ichi to the Twitter and see her picture. The other day, Ojelu Ije Kilie Trump on TV by the in America. Go to believe just this little few days. Odeka why only 70 years or only 50, only 80 years. Oche not easy. I don't know. Some of you must have seen that her picture. Because when you are doing anything bad, evil will always chase you. Hello, Peter. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for joining me. This man is always speaking my mind. Yes, let's listen to him again and we will call it a day.
To the demands of Nnamdi Kanu or his grievances, if there aren't validities, to the demands of Nnamdi Kanu or his grievances, there will be no currency to his words.
Yes, also that if Nigeria government had listened to the demands of Nnamdi Kanu, that there won't be any repetition of that. Yes, Wilson, you are very correct. Ngozi Orabueze is a distraction. They are using her to delay our speed. Yes, that is the only thing, but very soon it will be over. So this man, all the very correct, that if Nigeria government had listened to the demands of Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that it wouldn't have repeated. Let's continue to listen to him.
But he speaks clear, speaking the mind and the grievances and the pains of the people. To ignore what he
said, that Onyendu is speaking the mind and grievances of a people, which is the entire Biafrans. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is speaking the mind and grievances of a people, Biafrans, but they are not listening. They are not. But my people, you will agree with me that we have crossed that Rubicon. That era is behind us. We have crossed it, whether Nigeria is listening or not, because what's his name? Prophet Igilla told them that you must listen to these people, dialogue now. Dialogue now. The time is coming when you would want to dialogue and they will no longer listen to you. And that time is now.
will be. He is the one who has embraced the use of the language that the Nigerian state understands. Not the only person who is agree in Nala Igbo. Killing Nnamdi Kanu today, there are 1,000 waiting to take his place.
Exactly. Kill Nnamdi Kanu today, but they will never try it. Everybody. Everybody. They can't. But the man is saying the right thing. They took him. They thought that, we have got him. So, Biafra is now dead. For where? They removed our PM using Undi Finland because they paid Finland a lot of money and made them a lot of promises. They are throwing that money away because it does not belong to them. So any Biafran who is against another Biafran trying to get this nation for us, what do you want? What are you fighting for? Why are you fighting in the first place? Because you are fake. You want to be used against your brothers and sisters. Shame on you. Do you know which tribe Gumi came from in Sahel, Mauritania, where they came from? Do you know where the one they call Dati came from? Dangote, do you know whether he came from the same tribe as Kashim Shetima? They are all Fulanis. Which tribe Buhari came from when he was alive? No. You will hate Simon from your tribe. You are making a big mistake and a huge, you will be a big loser. Because Biafra is not about tribe. It's about God's wish for us. That promised land, that's where we are heading to. So my people, Onyendu can never be forgotten. Never forget Onyendu. That's him there behind me. You can never forget Onyendu, not in a hurry. and nothing will ever happen to him. Our handsome Onyendu, our intelligent Onyendu, brilliant man. Or is it our PM? His lawyer said that the investigation is almost through, that he will soon be with us. And she's a lawyer. She said it that she cannot lie because of her profession. So, my people, you know, asị na atụọla ọmalụ ọmalụ, atụọla ofeke ofele isi tinye n'ọfịa. There is no Biafra without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and there is no Biafra without Mazi Simon Ekpa. We are all Biafrans. And those of you perpetrating all this evil, you wait. When Biafra comes, you will all be penalized. We are not Nigeria. We are not joking. Every Biafra court will prosecute you people. And if you are guilty, you will be imprisoned. My people, I will leave you here and love you as I have always done and will continue to do. My brother Wilson said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alpha male, one of black people in recent time. Yes, he is. Thank you so much. My wonderful people, I appreciate all of you. We have been here for 2 hours, 6 minutes. Tomorrow is another day. If I hear any new development that will interest your heart and please your mind, I will not hesitate to bring it, because everything we are doing is Biafra first. Daloso Obiageri, thank you so much. Everything is Biafra first. Else, as long as you are a Biafran, you are number one. We cannot be sharing anything among behind for anybody. No, it's Biafra first. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, and equity. Yes, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is Alpha Dragon of our time. Thank you, Wilson. May God continue to bless my lovely Biafrans. I love you people so much. I love you people so much. My love for Biafrans is like this. God bless you all. May God continue to guide and protect all of you, your footsteps, your children, your family, your business is blessed. You are wonderful people. If you are doing something in this world and nobody is talking about you, then you know that you are an irrelevant person. We are so wonderful. That's why they always talk about us. All hail Biafra. Thank you and good night from here.